The Galactic Empire's sensors picked up something unusual in the outer sectors. At first, it seemed like a faint blip, easily ignored. But as the readings grew stronger, alarm bells began to ring across every command post. Commander Varric Fal stood on the bridge of the flagship Dominion, staring at the screen. The shape emerging from the void was unmistakable, a warship of human design. "Impossible," muttered an officer beside him. "Humans are centuries behind us. Their fleets are primitive. How can they have a ship like that?" Varric didn't answer. His eyes were fixed on the image, sleek, massive, and unlike any vessel catalogued by the Empire. It was silent, yet it radiated power. Energy signatures pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat, and its weapons bays glowed faintly as if anticipating action. "Scan it," Varric ordered. "Every system. Every energy reading. I want to know what we're dealing with." The science officer's hands flew across the console. "Sensors cannot fully penetrate its hull. The energy readings are adaptive. They shift when we try to focus. It's almost as if the ship knows we are scanning it." Varric's jaw tightened. "Prepare the fleet. Stand by weapons. If it comes any closer, we cannot afford to hesitate." Across the Empire, the alarm spread like wildfire. Fleets that had never even left their home sectors rushed to intercept. Communications crackled with confusion and fear. For the first time in centuries, humans had appeared not as colonies, not as diplomats, but as a threat to the balance of power. Back on the human warship, Commander Alara Kane watched the alien fleets appear on her sensors. Her crew moved silently, efficiently, aware of every calculation. They did not panic. They did not shout. Humans never needed to. Every movement was deliberate. "They see us," said Lieutenant Jaxor, eyes wide as he studied the alien formations. Alara nodded. "Let them. We are not here to destroy blindly. We are here to show the galaxy that humanity is awake." Back in the Empire, alien admirals argued fiercely. "Attack now," one shouted. "Destroy it before it reaches our borders." "No," another countered. "We need more data. It may be a trap. We cannot risk our fleets blindly." Varric listened, frustration growing. The humans did not move. They did not retreat. They only charged their weapons, a slow, deliberate process that sent tremors through every alien officer. "Commander," the weapons officer said, voice tight, their primary guns. "They are charging. Energy levels are off the charts. If fired, they could obliterate our fleet in seconds." A tense silence fell over the Empire's fleets. No one moved. No one dared. The humans were patient, calm, and clearly confident. Alara watched the alien fleets struggle to decide. "They are panicking," she said softly. "They still think we will fire first. They still don't understand the Terran way." The warship's hum grew louder. Energy flowed along the rails of its main cannons, glowing with quiet power. Every alien sensor, every scanner, every probe struggled to predict what the humans might do next. "Stand by," Varric whispered to himself. They are calculating everything we think. We cannot outthink them." Across the void, time seemed to stretch. The humans did not move aggressively. They did not shoot. They simply waited, their weapons charged, their presence undeniable. And that alone caused panic across the Galactic Empire. The first warning signal had been sent, and for the first time, the galaxy realized that humans were not weak. Humans were patient. Humans were dangerous. The human warship hovered silently in the void, massive and unyielding. Across the Galactic Empire, fleets tried to organize, but confusion ruled. No one had ever seen technology like this. The humans did not attack, yet every alien ship felt the pressure of their presence. Commander Varric Thal gripped his console. Weapons ready. Shields up. Target the human vessel. He barked out, but the alien weapons misfired. Energy beams veered off course. Missiles overloaded mid-flight. Every attempt to strike the human warship was neutralized before it even left the launch tubes. They anticipate our moves, one officer whispered. It's impossible. In the human bridge, Commander Alara Kane watched the alien fleets like a predator observing confused prey. Her crew worked calmly, efficiently. Every system was synchronized. Every weapon was ready, but they did not fire. They are trying to act, said Lieutenant Jax Orr, but they are too slow. Too rigid. They can't adjust fast enough. Alara smiled faintly. Patience is a weapon too, Jax. Let them struggle with their own fear. Let them underestimate us for a few more moments. The main cannons of the warship hummed, energy rippling along their rails. Slowly, deliberately, the charging process increased. The hum grew louder, vibrating through space almost like a heartbeat. Alien sensors strained to understand. Energy readings spiked far beyond any known human technology. Across the Empire, panic spread. Admirals shouted orders, but their crews hesitated. No one wanted to fire first, fearing they would be destroyed instantly. Every alien squadron was frozen by the anticipation of the human strike. They are patient, Varric muttered. They do not attack first. They wait. And yet, they control us already. The warship's hum grew even stronger. Energy levels now glowed along the rails, and alien sensors began to fail. Some fleets attempted to retreat, but navigation systems faltered. Fleets collided with each other as confusion spread. On the human bridge, Ilara turned to her tactical officer. They are panicking exactly as we expected. Their calculations are useless. Let them learn that humans do not move recklessly. Meanwhile, the Galactic Empire scrambled desperately to form a strategy. Generals argued, diplomats begged, fleets shifted. But the humans remained calm, controlled, and fully prepared. They think they can overwhelm us with numbers, Ilara said. But precision, patience, and timing win battles, not arrogance. Varric watched helplessly as his fleets faltered. We cannot strike first, he said quietly. And if they fire, we will not survive. The charging energy of the railgun continued to grow. The hum resonated across sensors and communication channels. Even distant observers reported the strange, terrifying effect of the human vessel. No movement, no fire, but absolute control of the battlefield. Alara's voice was calm as she addressed the crew. Keep monitoring. Let them fear. Let them wait. Our moment will come, and it will be perfect. The first human strike had not yet happened, but its shadow had already paralyzed the Galactic Empire. Commanders did not know whether to fight, retreat, or surrender. Every decision they made was anticipated and rendered nearly useless. The warship did not need to move. It did not need to fire yet. Its presence alone had shattered confidence across fleets and empires. The charge continued. Energy levels climbed. The tension built. Every alien knew the moment of doom was coming, and when the humans finally fired, the galaxy would witness a strike precise, devastating, and unstoppable. The first act of calculated terror was complete. The galaxy had seen human patience in action, and it terrified them. The human warship remained silent, glowing with immense energy as alien fleets scrambled desperately to organize. Every scanner, every weapon, every maneuver seemed useless. The humans did not attack yet, but the anticipation itself was unbearable. Commander Varric Thal gripped his console, sweat running down his forehead. Prepare for full-scale engagement, he shouted. Target their weapon strike first. But no command worked. Alien missiles veered off course. Laser beams fizzled and died midair. Every attempt to attack was anticipated, countered, or neutralized. They know what we will do, muttered one officer, trembling. Before we even do it. On the human bridge, Commander Alara Kane watched calmly. Hold fire, she instructed. Let them exhaust themselves. Let them panic. The moment will be perfect. Lieutenant Jax Orr glanced at the energy readings. The railgun is fully charged. The main cannon is ready. We can strike anywhere with precision. Alara nodded. Then we wait a heartbeat longer. Timing is everything. Back in the Galactic Empire, fleets tried to retreat. Signals went haywire. Ships collided in confusion. Panic spread faster than any human attack. Admiral Zirak cursed under his breath. We cannot escape. They control this battlefield without firing. Finally, the humans fired. The first shot tore through the void like a silent scream. It struck the flagship of one alien fleet, vaporizing it instantly. Command systems overloaded, shields shattered, and energy cores exploded in a cascade of fire. The effect rippled through every nearby vessel. Alien formations broke apart. Squadrons scattered. No one dared to attack. The humans had struck surgically, perfectly, and devastatingly. Varric stared, pale. It can destroy entire fleets. With a single shot, the human warship did not fire again immediately. It hovered silently, waiting, observing, ready to strike again at the perfect moment. They are not reckless, whispered Jax. Every attack is calculated, perfect. Across the Empire, whispers of fear and disbelief spread. Survivors reported that one human ship had shattered multiple fleets before the aliens could even organize a proper response. Some fleets attempted counterattacks, but the humans anticipated every maneuver, neutralizing each attempt with minimal effort. Alara turned to her tactical officers. This is what patience looks like. They overestimated themselves. They underestimated us. That is the difference between humans and every other empire in the galaxy. Varric's bridge was chaos. His fleet was in shambles. Alien admirals yelled orders, but the humans had already accounted for every move. Retreat was impossible. Attack was useless. The first strike had not only destroyed ships, it had shattered confidence, broken alliances, and spread fear across the Galactic Empire. Marcus, watching from the human shipyard remotely, spoke softly. This is only the beginning. Let them understand the power of calculation, precision, and patience. Humanity does not rush. We strike when it is perfect. And as the human warship glided silently in space, charged and ready, the galaxy realized the frightening truth. Humans were not just dangerous, they were unstoppable when prepared. Patient and precise. The first strike had shown the Galactic Empire their place. And the rest of the galaxy would soon learn the same lesson. Silence returned for a moment. The human warship did not fire again, but the echo of its first strike resounded across sectors. Every alien commander knew one thing. When humans acted, nothing survived unprepared. The Galactic Empire was in chaos. Fleets that had ruled entire sectors were shattered. Commanders shouted orders, but their voices were drowned in confusion. Ships collided. Energy shields faltered. Communication networks were jammed. Commander Varric Thal paced the bridge of the flagship Dominion, pale and trembling. How can a single human warship do this? He muttered. Sir, said one officer, fear in his voice, their technology is unlike anything we've ever seen. And they are not even firing continuously. They are patient, calculating. Varric's hands clenched the console. We must regroup. We must resist. Humanity cannot dominate the galaxy alone. Meanwhile, the human warship floated silently in the void. Commander Alara Kane observed every movement of the alien fleets. Her crew remained calm. They did not need to fire. Every alien action was anticipated. Every strategy neutralized. The warship's presence alone was enough to control the battlefield. "They are trying to form a plan," Lieutenant Jaxor said. "But every move they make is useless. They can't outthink us." Alara nodded. "Exactly. Patience and observation are our weapons. Let them struggle with their fear." Across the galaxy, panic spread faster than any weapon could travel. Imperial fleets called for reinforcements. Colonies prepared defenses. Entire systems trembled as alien commanders realized they were outmatched not in numbers, but in intelligence and timing. "Sir," one officer reported, "we detect multiple human warships activating across hidden sectors. They are connected, coordinated. Our fleets cannot escape observation." Varick's face went pale. "They have been preparing for centuries, and we never noticed. We underestimated humans for too long." Back on the human bridge, Ilara's eyes scanned the alien formations. "They think they can fight us with chaos. But chaos is predictable. Fear is controllable. Timing is everything." The warship's energy hum increased slightly, a quiet warning to anyone who might try to challenge it. Alien ships hesitated, unsure whether to attack or retreat. And in that hesitation, they were already losing. Fleets attempted counterattacks, but every movement was anticipated. Alien lasers struck empty space. Missiles disintegrated mid-flight. Ships collided. Panic became instinct. Fear became decision. "They don't understand," Jox whispered. "We don't need to destroy them all. We just need to show them what we can do. And that is enough." Alara smiled faintly. "Yes, let them panic. Let them spread fear among themselves. When the time comes, one precise strike is enough to end entire fleets." In distant sectors, messages spread. "Do not engage humans. One ship can destroy hundreds. Their patience is deadly. Their timing is perfect." Even those who had never seen the warship began to tremble at the stories. Humanity was no longer a distant colony. Humanity was a force. Silent, calculating, and unstoppable. Varick sat down heavily, defeated in spirit if not in body. We cannot fight them," he whispered. "Not yet. Not if they act this way. One strike, one observation. It is enough to destroy everything we know." And as the human warship glided silently, weapons charged, energy humming like a heartbeat, the Empire realized the truth. Humans did not need to attack all at once. They did not need chaos. They did not need numbers. Patience, intelligence, and perfect timing were enough to shatter the mightiest fleets. The galaxy had learned a terrifying lesson. Humanity had returned, and it would not be ignored that the Galactic Empire was broken. Not only physically, but mentally. Entire fleets had been destroyed or scattered. Commanders who had ruled sectors for decades now whispered in fear. Humanity was no longer a distant, weak species. Humanity was unstoppable. Commander Varick Fal stared at the remaining fleet displays. "One human ship?" he whispered. "One. And we have lost control of everything." Every alien fleet attempted retreat, but the humans had already anticipated their movements. Even ships that tried to escape were tracked, monitored, and neutralized with minimal effort. The warship did not need to fire continuously. Its presence alone dominated the battlefield. Back on the human bridge, Commander Alara Kane watched calmly. "We do not need to strike recklessly," she said. "Intelligence, timing, and patience are more powerful than any fleet." Lieutenant Jack's Orr nodded. They fear us. Entire empires fear us. And they don't even know the full strength of humanity. The humans had not fought out of rage or desire for conquest. They had acted with calculation and precision. Every strike, every maneuver had been planned centuries ago. Humanity's return to the galaxy was silent, inevitable, and unstoppable. Across the galaxy, alien leaders convened in panic. Communication networks were filled with desperate pleas and frantic warnings. Do not underestimate humans. They calculate, they wait, and they strike perfectly. One mistake, and your entire fleet is gone. Varric whispered to himself, defeated. They are not like any other enemy we have faced. They are something else entirely. In the void, the human warship floated silently, its weapon still charged, energy pulsing like a heartbeat. It had done more than destroy fleets. It had shattered confidence, broken alliances, and spread fear and awe across entire civilizations. Alara turned to her officers. The galaxy has learned its first lesson. Humanity does not attack without reason. But when we do, we never fail. Let that be known. Even distant sectors that had never witnessed the strike trembled at the story spreading across subspace. Humans had shown the galaxy that patience can be deadlier than rage, and calculation more deadly than numbers. Varric sighed heavily. We underestimated them. And the cost is everything. The human warship glided silently through the void, calm, collected, and ready. Its message was clear. Humanity did not need to conquer recklessly. Humanity acted only when necessary and always with perfect precision. Across the Empire, fear and respect spread in equal measure. Stories of the human warship and its perfect strike became legend. And every empire in the galaxy understood one terrifying truth. Do not underestimate humanity. Patience is their weapon. Calculation is their strategy. And when they act, nothing survives unprepared. The Galactic Empire would rebuild. Fleets would reform. Alliances would attempt to regain power. But the lesson of that human warship, the first strike, the silent power, the unmatched patience, would never be forgotten. Humanity had returned to the galaxy. Not as a weak species, not as a colony, but as a force to be reckoned with. And the galaxy would never underestimate humans again. The first warning had been given. The lesson had been learned. The humans were ready. And the galaxy would never be the same.